What is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here. Welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and I'm joined by Canadian Yorker. And today we are recapping the Monday Night Raw that took place February 3rd, 2025. And it is the fallout from the Royal Rumble. It took place in Cleveland, Ohio, and it is the road to the Elimination Chamber, which I believe is March 1st or 2nd. I can't remember, but Canadian Yorker, how's it going tonight?
It's going really well tonight, man. It's been a busy day. It's been a snowy day. It's just been a snowy day. A lot of places closed down, but I mean, thankful for the day off. Man, I got a lot done today. It's been a productive day. I can't complain. Just glad to be here talking about WWE.
All right, so to start off the show, we got Jay Uso making his entrance, the 2025 Royal Rumble winner, making his entrance. As soon as he gets to the ring, there's a lot of "You deserve it" chants go up, and Jay is overcome by emotion. He continues, excuse me, he continues to soak in the love from the crowd before finally speaking and thanking the crowd. He said he doesn't know what to say before beginning, saying he came in the game 15 years ago, trying to make a good living with his brother and carry the family legacy, which was cool. Fast forward to the pandemic era with the Bloodline, which was fire. He was so scared and not confident himself to be a single star. He didn't have to. He didn't have it, but out here, he's tonight. He got it now. He said he worked hard to get the spot, but he got it because of every single fan and from his heart and his family. He thanked everyone for every single week we were with him, and because of us, he's the 2025 Royal Rumble winner. Yeet! And now he's going to WrestleMania for the main event, and it's just him. Ooze. He gets interrupted by Gunther. Gunther said he offered his graduations here, but for what? In reality, he's disappointed because, quite honestly, this here possible matchup doesn't appeal to him because JK even lays his boots. He's the world heavyweight champion and he's the box office, and he learned how to make everyone believe he barely holding on to his title, which in reality he's always in control. And this time he refused to do it with Uso again. Beating Jay at WrestleMania adds nothing to his legacy. Roman Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk, beating these men would have had added to everything to his legacy. And the situation here is clear. Jey Uso has everything to gain and Gunther has everything to lose. So if Jay chooses him, he is forced into a position where he has to find something to gain for himself. Gunther said that if Uso chooses him, every week will be hell, with WrestleMania the most ignorant outpouring of violence this business has ever said. He will hurt Jay. He will put him down him like a diseased dog. But the good thing is Uso has options, and Gunther advised him to consider them as he leaves the ring. Jay stops him short and asks if he isn't tired yet because he's tired. Jay said he's tired of everyone telling him that he what he can and can't be. Just a tag guy, not supposed to be a main event, not supposed to win the Royal Rumble. He's gonna go to Friday Night Smackdown and holler at Cody Rhodes first. But whoever he chooses, he's walking to WrestleMania having won the Royal Rumble, and he's walking out of WrestleMania as main event Jey Uso and as champion. So I think it's quite clear that Jey Uso might be picking Gunther because if Jay picks Cody Rhodes, it doesn't make sense. So I think Jey Uso's this is Jey Uso's Cody Rhodes story. This is his time. Jey Uso's got to finish the story just like Cody Rhodes did. I think Jey Uso goes to WrestleMania. This has to be Jey Uso has to beat Gunther. This is if Jey Uso loses to Gunther at WrestleMania, what was the point of him winning the Royal Rumble? So Jey Uso versus Gunther, we're gonna see again, and I think Jey Uso has to win. He has this is his time. But what are your thoughts on Jey Uso and Gunther opening segment?
I can say that Gunther does have some points. Gunther did solidify himself as the top reigning world heavyweight champion, and he is to be respected as the world heavyweight champion. He has beaten his competition one way or another. He has won against his competition one on one. Um, it has, he. I can say yes. I can see Jay versus Gunther at WrestleMania. Jay versus Cody wouldn't make sense. But right now, Gunther is the top heel in the company. Gunther did beat Sami Zayn. Gunther beat Damian Priest. Um, Gunther. is the guy to beat, and Jey Uso is definitely the one that can take him down and win against him. I believe Jey Uso has beaten Gunther before once. Um, I can see I could see Jey Uso winning at WrestleMania. However, we know just how dangerous Gunther is as champion. Gunther, he doesn't lose to a lot of people very much, and what let's just say, I'm just throwing this out there. Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble. Jey Uso challenges Gunther to a match at WrestleMania. Jey Uso loses. If he loses to Gunther at WrestleMania, this would be Jey Uso's chance at redemption to get another title shot against Gunther if he wins the Royal Rumble a second time, just like Cody Rhodes does. But I know it took Jey Uso a little bit before he finally won the Intercontinental Championship. He lost a few times because there were interferences. And if he does beat Gunther at WrestleMania, I don't think he's gonna win. He would win at WrestleMania because the bloodline is gonna be the bloodline is gonna be getting involved. Jacob Fatu and the Samoans, the Tongas, Solo, they're gonna be screwing Jey Uso over to help Gunther win against Jey Uso. So uh this is a tough one. I don't think that that the bloodline is over with the OG bloodline. This story is not over in some way, shape, or fashion. It's not over because The Rock is still there, and I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen going forward. But Jey Uso could win the championship off Gunther at WrestleMania. That is a possibility. And if he does win it off Gunther, that would be a huge win for him. Uh, he doesn't Roman Reigns. He doesn't need Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso's help to win against single stars. He doesn't need a tag team title anymore. He can just go ahead and win these singles championships. He can go ahead and win them. So that's just my thoughts on that.
All right. Moving on to the first match of the Monday Night Raw. We got Ludwig Kaiser going one on one with the one and only Penta. So Penta and Ludwig Kaiser going at it. Kaiser pressing an advantage early, putting boots to Penta, drawing him up, whipped cross zero with a front kick off the ropes. Terra sends Ludwig flying, corner ends with a trip him up, headstand counter with a kick to the midsection. Penta sends Kaiser flying to the floor, rolling so butt in the ropes, springboard counters with a slap to the chops. Ludwig draws him, fireman's carry, California roll on the apron. Kaiser still in control, mounted punches to the back of Penta's head, short arm lateral connects, cover for two. Zero fired up. He wants more on his feet and throwing chops up and over lunge power for two. Handstand kick to the midsection. Both men seated on the mat and throwing elbows, trading slaps from their knees and their two feet. Both men staggering, but knees are sending an inch. Overhead elbow from Ludwig. Action to the floor and a big top gong grill from Penta. Trading kicks. Big super kick from Zero off of the ropes. Kaiser finally gets a fiddly roll for two. A little back and forth. Penta gets the sacrifice. Penta was able to hit the Penta driver on Ludwig Kaiser to win the match. Penta once again with a huge win over Ludwig Kaiser by pinfall. So Penta is becoming a huge star in WWE. So Penta beating Chad Gable and now Ludwig Kaiser. So wow. What are your thoughts on Penta defeating Ludwig Kaiser?
Penta is the real deal. He is showing that he is the real deal on WWE Raw. He is definitely making waves in ways that we've quite never seen somebody do before. The not 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 him doing it in ways that we've never seen it done before, but I can say that the Mexican lucha libre lives on, and it really shows how the Mexican lucha libre man is really taking off, man. It's making waves in WWE, and it's quite amazing to see how Penta is just oh, Penta is riding this wave, man. he's taking every week. He's taking his chance to solidify himself as a champion one day to the next level. And I mean, his match against Rey Mysterio was amazing. He was great in the ring. He lasted a little bit in the Royal Rumble, which was good before he got eliminated. But he did really well in the Royal Rumble. He is one of the future stars in WWE and Raw on Raw. So this is really great for Penta.
All right. Moving on, we got 2025 Royal Rumble winner, the women's 2025 Royal Rumble winner, Charlotte Flair. Welcome back. Charlotte Flair makes her entrance. She greets Cleveland and says a year and a half ago, getting booed would have bothered her. But here's the thing, she misses everyone booing her and everyone that loves her because last year sucked. Up until last year, she thought herself unbreakable, but last year broke her mentally and physically. There was a point last year when she wasn't sure she'll be healed in time for WrestleMania. Even she embraces the booed because she loves all of us, and whether you love to hate her or hate to love her, it doesn't change the fact that she's the greatest superstar in the history of the industry. So for her now, so this her passion and what she wants to do the very best at. So when she walked that aisle and was able to punch her ticket to WrestleMania, she knew she was coming back to. Charlotte Flair gets interrupted by Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley said they have the possibility of going to war again, and she does respect Flair. And she points out that the last time they met, she won. Charlotte reminds her that in their first WrestleMania match, she beat Rhea, and Rhea Ripley gives her that because she's saying that back that she was just a kid. Flair said Rhea wants to answer right now, but she's got nothing but time. She's gonna go to NXT tomorrow to see if Gilead expires her, and then on Friday she's going to Smackdown to see Tiffany Stratton because she needs to be inspired this year. And Rhea, by jumping the gun, she showed that she's still just a kid, and Charlotte will see her next week. Rhea steps to her as she goes to leave the ring and complains that Flair doesn't respect her the way she respects Charlotte, and she asks her to pick her so she can beat the respect into her. So yeah, goosebumps. Question is, who is Tiffany Stratton? I mean, excuse me, who is Charlotte Flair gonna pick for her WrestleMania opponent? Is it gonna be Rhea? Is it gonna be Gilead? If you guys don't remember, Charlotte Flair actually challenged Rhea Ripley to an NXT Championship match. First ever that a Royal Rumble has ever challenged the NXT champion. That was when Charlotte Flair challenged Rhea Ripley, I believe, or was it the other way around? I forgot. But either way, I still think that they building that storyline. I think Charlotte's gonna pick Tiffany Stratton. I want to see the battle of the blondes. Let's go. What are your thoughts on that segment between What's your thoughts about that segment between Rhea and Charlotte?
I think I have a strong suspicion that Charlotte Flair will go after Rhea Ripley because Rhea Ripley beat her in the last at WrestleMania, and I mean, how can she get over that? How can she get over that? She lost her championship at WrestleMania in Australia. Um, yeah, she lost at WrestleMania. She lost in WrestleMania in Australia to Rhea Ripley on the biggest stage. I can't see her getting over that loss to Rhea Ripley and not wanting to get payback against her and choosing Rhea Ripley to win the championship off her would be we would see a resurgence of Charlotte Flair coming back on Raw and doing her thing. But now for her to go after Tiffany Stratton, here's the thing: she has to get through Nia Jax first. She cannot challenge Tiffany Stratton without going after Nia Jax, because I don't see that happening anytime soon. Because Nia Jax definitely wants to have her championship back after she got backstabbed by Tiffany Stratton. Um, I I think, in my own opinion, I believe that Charlotte Flair is definitely going to go after Rhea Ripley because she wants to. That was her biggest moment. She'd have retained the championship, but she lost it. and I could see her definitely going after Rhea.
All right. All right. Excuse me. Moving on to the next match, we got LWO Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. So yeah, tag team match. Lee and Woods to start led side headlock. Kingston with a blind tag, shut off, heel trip, sets up a fist drop, slingshot stomp, whip to the corner, roll under dragon back body, drop to the apron, stripes in the corner, diving crossbody, kick in the corner, slingshot drop kick back inside, cover for two. Mysterio tags in, was choking him in the corner, hard whip, back elbow, Rey Mysterio with the springboard Frankensteiner, mounted punches in the corner, tag to lead, back and forth. Logan Paul makes his entrance for some ungodly reason and Woods shoves Mysterio into the barricade off the distraction. Um, Sobot from Woods on lead, drop till hold assistant Senton sends Dragon crashing to the floor. Back inside, hanging Lee up in the ropes, double stomp from Xavier. Mysterio makes the tag. Kofi in as well off the top, nobody home. Frankensteiner sets Kingston up in the ropes, but Woods makes the save. Ray gets in it with Logan Paul and lays him out, posting Woods' foot, and then Lee hits the top con Frankensteiner to the floor. Paul pulls Mysterio out of the ring and then throws him back inside. Kofi is right on him. Kofi Kingston was able to hit the Trouble in Paradise on Rey Mysterio thanks to the Logan Paul's help. The New Day defeat LWO by pinfall thanks to the Logan Paul distraction. So Logan Paul helping the New Day win their match. And next week on Monday, there's an Elimination Chamber qualifying match: Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio. What are your thoughts on New Day defeating LWO? Logan.
Well, what can you expect? I don't expect New Day to win fairly or fight fairly. Obviously, they won because of the help of Logan Paul. I believe Logan Paul was the one who took out two people. He pissed off more than one person. So I could see Logan Paul getting some retribution back for what he did to people who he took out at the Royal Rumble, who I'm not going to name at this point in time. Um, so, I mean, Logan Paul he still wants to feud with Rey Mysterio, obviously, and he wants to go on to challenge whoever he wants to challenge to get a shot, a championship shot, and so he has to go. He has to get through Rey Mysterio in order to do it. Um, uh, but going on to the New Day, man, I guess this is a win for the New Day. It's a win. It's a win for the New Day. They needed this win anyway because they should have won the last time they fought LWO, but they didn't win. So they needed to cheat in order to win, and that's what they had to do, man. Obviously, these guys have a lot to prove, and they got to make a statement and a name for themselves. This is exactly what they're doing.
All right. So moving on to the next match, we got Io Sky versus Liv Morgan. Saturday night event rematch. This is an elimination chamber qualifying match. Liv Morgan and Io Sky. Morgan immediately pulls Sky to the floor, but Io smashes her into the barricade in the apron for her trouble. Back inside, block a front kick, hammering Liv with elbows. Big Flapjack sets up a drop kick to the midsection, seated press near fall, drawing Morgan up. Liv counters with a seated senton for two. Ground punches. Io with the kip up. Morgan passes her to the floor, back inside. Big shotzi from Sky off the ropes. Suicide dive wipes Liv out. Liv looking for the three amigos. Io blasts her with a knee. Both women are down and out. Sky running hot. Missile dropkick. Kip up fired up. LeCastro rolls through into a double stomp. Cover for two. Morgan with a lunge blower. Io takes her down into a crossface. Liv slips out but gets kicked hard to the mat. Out to the apron, Morgan dives over for a sunset flip to the floor, but Sky slips out. to the floor, waist lock, German suplex. On the floor, Io off the top, Liv catches her with a cold breaker. Not enough, joking for position in the turnbuckle. Frankensteiner sets up corner knees. Raquel Rodriguez runs interference. Io hits the moonsault, but the knees are up. Sky with the German suplex. Rhea Ripley runs down the lace. Raquel out with a headbutt and follows it with a stomp. Liv Morgan attacks Rhea Ripley, but Rhea Ripley swans her. The referee catches her, but has no choice to call for the bell. Rhea Ripley, why did you have to do that? God. Liv Morgan defeats Io Sky by disqualification. As a result, Liv Morgan is heading to Elimination Chamber. Rhea Ripley, a stupid decision on your part, and Io Sky was not happy with Rhea Ripley after the match. So, what are your thoughts on Liv Morgan defeating Io Sky by disqualification?
That this obviously is going to throw a wrench in Io Sky and Rhea Ripley's fans. I think after the match, was there some altercation that happened after the match? Did they throw hands or something?
What?
Well, I was just asking, did Rhea Ripley and Io Sky have some sort of altercation after the match?
Yeah, after. Yeah, after.
So here's what I think. Liv Morgan, we don't want to see another Rhea Ripley Liv Morgan feud, obviously. I know Liv Morgan wants to get her championship back and all that stuff, but this is all water under the bridge for Liv Morgan. I obviously think we should this it should be over with. This should be done and over with. Liv Morgan and Raquel, they gotta focus on some greener pastures somewhere else, obviously. But a win is a win for Liv Morgan. Obviously, she won, and she was able to win thanks to Liv Morgan, thanks to Rhea Ripley's costly mistake, which costed Io Sky the chance to go on to Elimination Chamber, and so um, this is unfortunate for Io Sky, and I mean Io Sky is one of the more popular wrestlers out there in WWE, so hopefully she'll be able to do something and get a championship somewhere else and we'll have to see what happens with this going forward.
All right, so moving on, we got Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins making his entrance. Seth Rollins making his entrance. He said he got a lot to talk about, some of which folks will love and some will hate. He mentioned Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble stings a little bit, but he's happy for him and proud of Jey, and he loves to see good things happen to good people and see people get what they deserve, and that brings him to CM Punk. He loves to see a scumbag piece of trash like Punk get embarrassed by being dumped over the skier top rope by an idiot like Logan Paul and so on to Roman Reigns, who lost the Royal Rumble and may not make it to WrestleMania at all. We've been getting a lot of mixed updates all night. Roman Reigns is hurt. Seth said he won't admit it. Paul Heyman won't admit it. WWE won't admit it, but Seth will because he's the one that hurt Roman. For the past 4 years, Roman has done nothing but hurt those close to him, and he has done the same to Rollins if he had the chance. Rollins said it now, the best for last. He lost the Royal Rumble, and that hurts, but that is in the past, and there's a future that lies ahead because there are many different paths to WrestleManias, and his goes through the Elimination Chamber. He got a qualifier against Finn Balor in a few weeks. Oh, so Finn Balor and Seth Rollins is gonna run it back, so that's gonna be fun to see. But tonight, Sami Zayn has to take care of business in his qualifying matches. Yes, Sami to come out just for a few minutes early so he can bend his ear and tell him a few things. Sami Zayn makes his entrance. Seth said he knows Sami is going to be at his best tonight, and the world knows that he hates CM Punk. They're two different people and they handle things differently, and the world knows that. But what the world doesn't know is that Sami Zayn hates Punk in his own way too, and tonight is the night for the fight of his night. 2 weeks ago, Punk said Sami wasn't on this level to his face, but Rollins said Sami Zayn is a WrestleMania main eventer and a good person. Two things Punk will never be, and he is levels above CM Punk. Tonight is Sami's night to put Punk's WrestleMania dreams in the dirt, and Seth will see him in the Elimination Chamber. As Rollins leaves, CM Punk makes his entrance, and referees swarm to keep them from brawling. What are your thoughts on the Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn segment? Seth really hates CM Punk.
Of course he does. These men don't like each other at all. They don't. They both work in the same company, but they don't like each other. That's just the way it is sometimes in life. You're always gonna have. You can't be friends with everybody. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna be you don't like that person. That person doesn't like you. So you try your best to stay out of their way, and they do their best to stay out of your way. Otherwise, if you talk to you or you talk to them and they talk to you, it's gonna be a war zone. Obviously, that's just the way it is in out there in the real world now. With Seth and CM Punk, these guys do not. We know their history. They have a serious history that goes back years. I, I can see that Seth Rollins and uh, and Sami Zayn have a history. Obviously, Seth Rollins. I'm trying to get this thing with Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins history, man. But it seems like Sami Zayn's always sticking up for Punk in a way because he is a Paul Heyman guy and he's not part of the bloodline, but he's just helping them out because he's a person that's helping them. It's a scratch my back type of situation. So um, I just think that maybe Seth Rollins is trying to win Sami Zayn over to his side to convince him that CM Punk is on the wrong side of history here. So I honestly think Sami Zayn has no business being involved with Punk and Seth Punk and Seth's history. I could see it just doesn't make sense. But but now that he has gone after and taken out Roman Reigns, there is some problem there between Seth and Sammy. So that's all I could say. We'll have to see what happens going forward.
All right, and that will lead to our main event match, Elimination Chamber qualifying match. We got CM Punk versus Sami Zayn in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Feeling out circling collar and elbow, Sami Zayn wrenches a side headlock in. A shoving match breaks out. Sami pie faces him back to a lockup. Sami Zayn slips out with punches in the rope. Calls for a break, and Punk breaks dirty with his shoulder block and chops. Sammy fired back with chops of his own in the corner, back and forth, mounted punches in the corner, and CM Punk has to turtle up. Whip across, Punk explodes out of the corner with a lateral and folds it with the elbow and a swinging neck breaker as he established control of the match. Up on the turnbuckles, CM Punk with a suplex. Sami Zayn with a tornado DDT, fireman's carry from Punk. Sammy slips out, Blue Thunder driver denied, but CM Punk gets the Alberto Del Rio attempt to cash in memory flash roundhouse kick. Rising knee countered into a Blue Thunder driver. Hula the kick countered. Headlock takeover. Punk has the Anaconda fist locked in. Sammy fighting, crawling inches, a foot on the ropes for the break back and forth. Fireman's carry. Sami Zayn reversed to a small package. It was almost a 3 count. Almost attempted at a go to sleep. This time, Sammy counters it and gets the corner exploder suplex. Fired up, charging a hula kick countered. Go to sleep. CM Punk hitting the go to sleep countered. Uh, he counters Sami Zayn's hula kick with a go to sleep. CM Punk defeats Sami Zayn by pinfall to qualify for the men's elimination chamber. And you got John Cena and CM Punk in the elimination chamber. I'm feeling this elimination chamber pay per view is gonna be great. Uh, Punk celebrates and the show glitches out. So yeah, Netflix, great job glitching it out. CM Punk approached Sami Zayn and offers a handshake that Sami accepts. Uh, Seth Rollins is not going to be happy when he sees that. Um, Kevin Owens comes out of nowhere and attacks Sami Zayn from behind, beating him down. Kevin Owens, package pile driver, and that would do it for the show. And yeah, package pile driver on Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's probably going to be out for a bit. Just like Randy Orton, Sami Zayn fell victim to the package pile driver. I think the reason why Kevin Owens attacked Sami is because Sami didn't help him win the championship from Cody Rhodes. But what are your thoughts on CM Punk defeating Sami Zayn?
First of all, I want to say that yes, CM Punk, I said Seth Rollins is not going to be happy to see that Sami Zayn shaking the hands of his enemy. So yes, I can see that happening. Yes, he's not going to be happy about that. For CM Punk, man, this is a big win for him. He's going on to Elimination Chamber and he's keeping his WrestleMania dream alive, and that's a great pickup win for him. Um, So he's going to be facing John Cena in WrestleMania at the Elimination Chamber. So that's going to be exciting. Now, all the Seth Rollins has to get into it too and get into it and get in there. And whoever is going to be that last person that will be involved in will be the one to get into there. That will be amazing to see that happen. Now, for the final part of yes, I do agree. We talked about this last week. At Royal Rumble, uh, Cody Rhodes was not supposed. Cody Rhodes was won because he was helped by Sami Zayn to win over Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens is absolutely can't believe it that Sami Zayn would help Cody Rhodes to win over over his own friend, and that's just a huge betrayal for Kevin Owens. Just thinking about this in the mind of Kevin Owens. Um, so Kevin Owens basically took out Sami Zayn the same way he took out Randy Orton, which is through the power driver. So unfortunately for Sami Zayn, he's going to be out for some time, and that's just unfortunate for him that he has to be dealt with that. And I think that this just is. As much as I don't like the fact that Kevin Owens is using the power driver more frequently now to actually take out wrestlers and intentionally injure them. That's just you could kill a guy doing that. I just think that at times it's just a brutal way to take out his competitor, and now that leaves Cody Rhodes kind of exposed because Cody Rhodes doesn't have no one there sticking up for him, and he he could definitely be attacked by Kevin Owens again. I could see that happening, and that's just unfortunate.
All right. Yeah. Maybe you and me should try the pile driver.
Oh
Um.
no, no, no! I'm not doing no power driver. No, thank you.
Do on the couch. Just to be safe. Yeah. But that would do it for Monday Night Raw. Um. In terms of grading. I actually enjoyed this show. Actually. It's a little weird that the Raw is only 2.5 hours. They end the show at 10:30 instead of 11. I think they're just getting started, to be honest. But yeah, the whole glitch thing was an issue for most WWE streamers. But I actually liked this show. It was great. I can't wait for Elimination Chamber. Can't wait to see who the winner is. That winner will probably face the person that the Royal Rumble winners don't pick. So, but yeah, I'm giving this show A minus. How about you?
I'm gonna give it an A because I definitely think there could have been some things that have been could have been different, but it was a great show. Can't complain about it. I think that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens thing maybe could have happened a little earlier. I mean, it could have happened right at Royal Rumble. Could have seen Sami Zayn getting taken out by Kevin Owens because of his betrayal, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. And I just wish the it happened earlier, but it is what it is, guys. I mean, it's wrestling, so these things are all planned out ahead of time, so we can't complain about it, and it's can't wait for the next show.
All right, so that would do it, guys. Thank you guys for watching Monday Night Raw broadcast. We'll see you guys in the next broadcast. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe, check out Canadian Yorker's YouTube channel. The link will be in the description, as well as our wrestling channel, which is WWE Wrestling Bros. That link will also be in the description of this video as well. But it is the road to Elimination Chamber. I can't wait for Elimination Chamber, which is going to be taking place in Toronto, Canadian Yorker's kind of hometown. So that's going to be exciting.
Woohoo!
But yeah, take it easy, guys. My name is Bruno Steele. This is Canadian Yorker. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next broadcast. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take it easy.
Have a great one.